everyone, welcome to ACE Online and welcome to Daily Current Affairs session. We have a very few articles today across the platforms Hindu, Indian Express, PIB and a few more things. So it won't take much time for today's session, and there are two interesting articles. One is Hemophilia, so it is a type of genetic disorder from Science and Technology, and then we will also see what is the issue of Katchatheevu Island. Rest of the things are factual in nature. Eklavya model residential schools of Government of India, and then Pancheshwar project between India and Nepal. And then there is a small report. This is not a big report. Of course, some data is important from this report. State of Environment 2024 report. We will see who releases this and what are all the important observations from this article. And there are very important pointers, factual pointers, of course. There are 3-4 factual pointers which are relevant for our exam. Okay, and finally we will see some practice questions. I hope you are ready, and we will start with the session for today. Okay, yeah. So I hope you are ready now, and if you have any doubts, you can ask here, right? So President has, launched or inaugurated a new Eklavya model residential school in Barsahi. Okay, so that's why we have taken this article, and any data related to Eklavya model schools are very, very important. Okay, so we have a lot of things to be learned, of course, factual in nature. Let's see what are all the things. Before that, we discuss certain things about the tribes. India have, approximately 75 particularly vulnerable tribes and more than 600 normal tribes. These are all residing, the most of the tribal people are residing in the tribal hamlet, situated in the hilly regions, right? So they were not included into society, especially the education, health part was a little bit backward when we compare to the other sections of the society, right? So because of that, Government of India has established Eklavya model residential schools in 1997-1998, in that year, to exclusively, exclusive in the sense, to focus more on the tribal education. The children who are from tribal regions, the government aimed to impart very good quality education, like how Navodaya schools are there. You all know Navodaya schools are very good in infrastructure, where it covers or it provides education for the meritorious student, right? In the similar way, these education or these schools were launched in all the remote regions where the tribal areas or the tribal hamlets were there. So in those regions, government established Eklavya model schools to promote education among the tribal people, right? So that is the objective, and the organ or the institution which is handling this is National Education Society for Tribal Students. A separate autonomous organization was launched by government under Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So they have exclusively launched an institution, and this institution will take care of implementation of the Eklavya model schools. Okay, the year is important and the objective is important, and the organization and the ministry is also important, right? So now we have some features, some facts related to the Eklavya model schools. So this is very important to remember. The schools are co-education in nature. That means both male and female students are allowed in the schools, and they are residential schools. It means the hostel facilities also included in these schools, right? So this is the second important feature, and the education is provided for class 6 to 12, right? It is not for class 1 to 5. This is to be remembered here. It is 6 to 12 classes only. There are 3 facts in just one point, right? So you need to remember. As I said, these are similar to the Navodaya Vidyalayas with very special facilities, including the sports and then scientific, the laboratories and all, completely in an advanced manner. Also, the local art and culture is also included in the education. So if, for example, Eklavya model school is being launched in the Odisha region, the tribal region, so the art or the culture of that part is also included in the education, right? So that is one special feature. And the maximum capacity a school consists of 480 students. This fact is also important. The maximum capacity of each of the school is 480 students. Then sometimes non-ST students, that is beyond tribal students, there is something allowed in the schools. up to maximum 10%. If certain, for example, out of 480 students, the school does not able to, able to occupy by certain students of scheduled tribes because there are less tribes in this region. So in that case, up to 10% are allowed for other sections of society, but they should be poor, right? So that is also important. And the curriculum here followed is CBSE, Central Board of Education. It is not of state government, it is of central government curriculum. That also need to be remembered, right? So very simple article, but we have very good amount of data to be remembered for the exam, right? So this is about the Eklavya model schools. Next one, very important or very interesting article. Okay, it is a little bit conceptual, so you should present your brain here when you are listening this. The most important thing when you are listening the classes is presence of mind. You should clearly understand it rather than just physically present here, right? So hemophilia, why we have taken this article? India has conducted a first human clinical trial of gene therapy for hemophilia. So hemophilia is a disease, genetical disorder. So the government or India has able to establish a gene therapy to address this issue, right? Now we need to know what is this disease and where, how it occurs, right? So it has conducted in the Vellore Christian Medical College in Tamil Nadu, right? Now let's understand what actually is hemophilia. That is the most important thing, right? Here we will also discuss about the chromosomes. Yesterday also we have discussed. Anyway, we need to quote here, so we will also discuss here, right? So this is the normal thing happens, normal blood, blood vessels. If there is any injury on your skin or on your body, so it will immediately clot. After few seconds itself, the blood once come out of it, immediately it will clot. It will become a solidify. But in case of hemophilia, there won't be any clotting. See here, there are drops which are symbolizing here. So that condition is called as hemophilia. So hemophilia is a condition which is related to the genetics. I will explain you what is the genetics and all. But the thing is, this is caused due to lack of blood clotting in the human body, right? So that is the disease called as hemophilia due to inability to clot or reduced condition of blood clotting due to the genetic disorder, right? So this is caused due to mutation. Mutation means being silent, mute, which is not able to work. Mutation of certain genes in the human body. Let's understand now, before going into the details about the hemophilia, I want to explain you this condition of human body. As I said yesterday also, human body is nothing but different cells, almost millions of cells together forms the human body. So there is a cell in our human body, lot of cells, and within this cell we have a nucleus. So see here, this is a nucleus. We have a cell and then within that we have a nucleus, and within nucleus we have the chromosomes. 23 set of chromosomes. Total 46 will be there. In each cell there will be 23 sets of chromosomes. Okay. Within chromosomes there is a DNA, right? So that is the genes, and within DNA we have a mini genes in terms of what you call segment of DNA, one segment of DNA. So this is the hierarchy. We have a cell, within cell we have a nucleus, within nucleus we have a chromosomes, within chromosomes we have a DNA, and then each segment of gene. So this is the existing condition of human body. Now how it is related to hemophilia? So we have already seen what is the condition, that is lack of blood clotting, but how it causes, that is important. Okay. In the persons who is facing hemophilia, the gene, one of the genes in the chromosomes, the X chromosome. Chromosomes have two types. See here, X chromosome and Y chromosome. In male persons, there will be X and Y chromosomes, one set. Each set will be X and Y. In females, we have both XX. We have both XX chromosome. One set is XX. So I want to tell you one very interesting thing which most of you does not know, and most of the society of India is also does not know. But this is a very important fact. Whoever, like if male and female is married and they are aiming to reproduce the child born out of this pair, male and female, whether it is female or male, depends on the male person. So the reproduction of child from a pair who got married is depend on whether female or male child will be reproduced depend on the male person. See, male person is having X and Y chromosomes. So if one chromosome Y is transferred and other set will be transferred from female, that is X only. So females cannot transfer any other type of chromosome, they have only X. So female will transfer only X. But if male is transferred with the X, then the child will be female, and if Y chromosomes transfer, then there will be a male child. So unlike our society, like you usually if you see in many of the across the society in India, many of the people keep on criticizing, or within the family they keep on abusing the female that they got female child. So this is a very important thing to be observed. The child who is going to be born, whether male or female, depends on the male, not on the female. Okay, so this is very interesting fact, or a very interesting truth that everyone has to know. The people are criticizing the woman or abusing women because of the child, but that depends on the male person, right? So you have to transfer this knowledge to the people surrounding you, right? So that should be known to anyone, because women are facing a lot of difficulties in the society, isn't it? Right? So this disease hemophilia is causing because one of the chromosome, X chromosome, is being muted, that is not working in certain individuals, the X chromosome. So that has to be activated, then only there will be a normal condition. If there is a silence of X chromosome in the men or in the humans, so it will be causing the hemophilia disease. The blood will not clot. And most of the hemophilia condition, almost 99% of cases was observed in men, not in the women. So they may ask in the exam, hemophilia may mostly occur in the male. No, it is occurring in the male, not in the female. Okay, very rarely female face this situation, right? So we have observed this, right? We have seen this, how this is working and how it is related to male, female, and the reproduction of child, right? So that is about the hemophilia. Do you have any doubts in this? Do you have any doubts in this? Because this is a little bit complex thing. The context we have observed, and then the disease. What is the disease about? It is not being able to clot the blood because of silence is one of the chromosomes in our nucleus or in our cells, right? And I have explained you about the X chromosome, the type of chromosomes present in the human body, male and female, and then male are more susceptible to disease, right? So this is about the condition in our human cell, right? Okay, one more important point I want to make you for a fact which is relevant for our exam. See, these chromosomes are nothing but, these chromosomes are DNA winded up in a coiled protein that is called as histone. So understand this, there is a chromosome, and within chromosome there is a DNA which is coiled inside the chromosome with the protein histone. This also will be asked in the exam, right? So this is the hierarchy. This is also very important for our exam, right? So I hope it is clear now, right? Thank you, Malini, for the response, right? So I'm just requesting that transfer this knowledge. If you are not aware about this male, female child depends on male person, not female person, it's my humble request to transfer this knowledge to the people surrounding you, okay? Right, next one, Pancheshwar project. Why this is in news? Recently, Foreign Minister of Nepal and India have met in New Delhi, and there was an article in Hindu that this project which was signed between India and Nepal was halted. There was no talk about this, so there was a delayed implementation of Pancheshwar multipurpose project, okay? Now, let's understand what is Pancheshwar multipurpose project. That is important for our exam, right? So, it is nothing but a project which stores water and produce energy, hydro energy, and then also used for enhancing irrigation. So storing it and transferring it to the agriculture fields wherever required. This is the objective of the mission, right, of the project. Also, there are some facts related to it. Before that, let's understand the presence or where it is situated. So here it is, the Pancheshwar project. This is Nepal, and then this is the Indian state of Uttarakhand. They may ask you which state is associated with the Pancheshwar project in India. It is Uttarakhand, between Nepal and Uttarakhand, that is India. Okay, so these facts we will cover here, no need to worry, just understand where this is located. And purpose also I told you, it aims to produce energy, hydro energy, and also promote irrigation among the fields around it, right? Now, what are all the projects consist of? It consists of a dam, 315 meters dam, it consists of the dam, and also 80 kilometers long reservoir, right? Reservoir in the sense which can store water, and then a canal is constructed. So it is approximately 80 kilometers length with a storage volume of 11.35 billion cubic meters. This is the volume of water. So there are three facts: a dam with 315 meters high, and then a reservoir of 80 kilometers long, and 11.35 billion cubic meters of total volume. And how much amount of energy it is estimated to be produced? Approximately 5040 megawatts of electricity can be produced by this project. These are all facts to be remembered. Also, the total project cost is estimated to be around 500 billion rupees. Okay, not dollars. 500 billion rupees is estimated to be the total cost of the project. Okay, objective I have already discussed, that to promote energy, produce energy and irrigation. But this is a very sensitive region. So if you see, this is located in the Himalayas, right? So Uttarakhand, Nepal is a Himalayan region. That's why this is a very environmental sensitive project. Both say Nepal and India, the environmentalists are not accepting to construct this project. That's why there is a delay. Okay, and this project was part of Mahakali Treaty, which was already signed between India and Nepal. In 1996, India and Nepal signed to create lot of projects under Mahakali river. Mahakali is a river in Nepal. Okay, so in India it is called as Sarda. It transfers, it is a transnational river, so which also flows into India. So the treaty was signed way back in 1996, and this project is part of this Mahakali treaty, right? So these are all the facts related to it. So I have explained you what is Pancheshwar project, what is the context, and then features of it. That's it. No need to worry about any other things, right? These facts are important. Once the project is implemented, there may be new facts. So of course we will discuss it, right? Next one, Katchatheevu Island. Any doubts in this before before the article? I hope it is clear. Pancheshwar project. Now Katchatheevu Island. We have taken this article from Hindu itself. The context is the fisherman from Tamil Nadu, okay, has boycott or will are going to boycott the St. Anthony Church festival. If a feast is going to happen in Katchatheevu Island, I'll show you where Katchatheevu Island is located and all. Just understand that the fishermen from Tamil Nadu are not going to attend the St. Anthony Church festival in Katchatheevu Island. So just remember this context, then after discussing everything, you will be able to connect it to the point. Okay? Before going into the issue, what is this, why they are protesting and all, let's understand where is Katchatheevu Island located. Okay? So understand here, or observe here, Katchatheevu Island is located between India and Sri Lanka. Here is India and here is Sri Lanka, and Tamil Nadu, it is around the Tamil Nadu coast. It is located in the Park Strait. Okay, right? So this location is very important, where it is located and what is the dispute that we will discuss here. Okay, there are some facts to be observed from Katchatheevu Island related one. It is an uninhabited island. That means there are no humans residing there. Okay, that is one fact. It is located offshore in the Park Strait that I have already shown. Now, the island is between two regions, Neduntheevu of Sri Lanka and Rameswaram in India. So this is situated between these two geographical regions. And this was formed in 14th century, right? That means 1301 to 1400. In between those years, it was formed due to volcanic eruption. So this small island was formed due to volcanic eruption in 14th century. Okay, so that's how it is formed. But what is the issue? Why fishermen of Sri Lanka is protesting? That is also very important to understand. Earlier, this Katchatheevu Island was harmoniously being managed by India and Sri Lanka during British period, because both India and Sri Lanka were part of British. So fisherman, it is not a matter, because Sri Lanka is part of British and then India is also part of British. So it was not a matter fishermen of both the countries were able to share those fishing, all those things in the around of this island. But in 1974, India and Sri Lanka, when the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi ji was there, so they have signed an agreement, and this island went to Sri Lanka. This island was given to Sri Lanka. Okay, this was given to Sri Lanka with the agreement, under the agreement Indo-Sri Lanka Maritime Agreement, 1974 and 76, both in these 2 years it was signed. Okay, so Indira Gandhi ji itself publicly accepted in the parliament that we have given it. Right, now it went to Sri Lanka, but it is not acceptable to Indian or Tamil Nadu fishermen, because they lost lot of economy there. Right, since then, since 1974 till now, there was a clashes between fishermen, and Indian fishermen were using the bottom trawlers. That means they will exploit everything, and the ecosystem is also, being what you call destroyed. So frequently security guards of Sri Lanka were arresting the fishermen of Tamil Nadu or India, right? So this is all the issue, and because of this, Indian government is yet to announce anything. Indian government is not saying that it is part of India and all, because we have already given it. So that's why Indian government is not being supporting the Tamil Nadu fishermen directly, because this is already a signed agreement between India and Sri Lanka. That's why the Indian fishermen from Tamil Nadu want this region to be given to them as a fishing, right? Anyway, certain things were permitted, certain elements were permitted, like for resting. Whenever you are going for fishing in the Indian Ocean region, you can rest there, you can dry your nets, right? So both India as well as Sri Lankan fishermen were not allowed. Both, not only not only Indian fishermen, but Sri Lankan fishermen were also not allowed to take the fishes there because of affecting the ecosystem. Only that they can stay there, but Indian fishermen activity was more there in that region, Katchatheevu region, right? So that is the issue between these things. Fishermen of Tamil Nadu or India were not willing to give this. They want immediately permission to have a fishing there. That's why they are boycotting this festival, right? So we have understood the geography, and then we have seen the issue also. What is the issue of Indian fishermen and then Sri Lankan fishermen? We have seen the year also. The treaty was signed in 1974. So since then till now, it is part of, as of now, it is part of Sri Lanka only. That is also very important to be remembered. It is not part of India, right? So this is about the Katchatheevu Island. And the last article for today is the State of Environment 2024. A report was released by Center for Science and Environment. It is an NGO. It is a think tank. Okay, no need to worry. It is not a government body. It is an NGO. It has released a report and said that every state in India, the 28 or 29 states in India, and then union territories, all the union territories, has seen at least 1 day of extreme weather events. So what is extreme weather event? Weather means it can be a temperature, it can be a rainfall, it can be anything related to the climate, right? So extreme means whatever the normal condition has crossed beyond it. That is called as an extreme weather event, right? So this was faced by every state in India, every union territory in India in 2023. That's what the report has said. Now, certain data are important. Certain data is important to be remembered. Either if you are writing any objective exam, you will get data, or if you are writing civil service main, you can also quote this data, right, in your answers. So the report has observed that extreme weather events of last year 2023 were 318 days. Out of 365 days, we have faced 318 extreme events. It can be extreme cold, it can be extreme hot, it can be extreme landslides, or it can be extreme floods. So anything beyond natural level, we have faced approximately 318 days out of 365 in all the states and union territories, right? Also, it has resulted in deaths of 3,287 people have died due to extreme weather events, okay, which is a huge number. And also, animals, approximately 1.24 lakh animals has died. Similarly, the damage in terms of crop area is approximately 2.21 million hectares. So these are very important figures, right? And very huge figures which is affecting India's economy. So this is the data. Also, few more data is important. Himachal recorded the highest number of extreme weather events. This is also important. So Himachal Pradesh has faced the highest number of extreme weather events, that is 149, followed by Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh. That may be not that important, but yes, Himachal Pradesh has faced the more extreme weather events, followed by Madhya Pradesh. And every state recorded more than 100 days of extreme weather. So overall, India has faced 318 days out of 365, and every state has faced 100 days of extreme weather events. And also one more interesting fact, India in between June and September 2023, successively, consistently 123 days were extreme weather events. That means extreme higher temperature or lower temperature, anything can be. In between these months, they have consistently, every day 123 days has been faced with extreme weather events, right? So that is about today's important articles. Now we'll move to the factual pointers. There are very important very important relevant facts for our exam. Reliance Industries has launched an initiative called Vantara, which means Star of Forest, to exclusively dedicated for animal welfare. It can be rehabilitation, it can be treatment, it can be rescue. So all the animal related things has been kept here. So they are going to keep here and they can treat, right? So that is Vantara. Next one, Prime Minister of India yesterday launched first indigenous green hydrogen fuel. So hydrogen fuel, you all know, it is a fuel which is environmental friendly. It won't release any toxic gases, right? So this first indigenous green hydrogen fuel jetty or the water vessel was launched in Toothukudi, that is Tuticorin, right, in Tamil Nadu. It was launched in Toothukudi. This fact is also very important. Also, government or Prime Minister has launched number of green hydrogen missions in Vivo Chidambaram port in Tamil Nadu, near Tuticorin itself. So Vivo Chidambaram is a freedom fighter, Swadeshi movement. He has launched a lot of indigenous manufacturing and all. So this port is located in Toothukudi, and it is going to be the first green hydrogen hub port in India. This fact is very, very important. Okay. Two more facts are there. World's first Vedic clock is unveiled in Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. So this is a Vedic clock. So this was launched in Madhya Pradesh. World's first, not only India, but world's first. One more last fact, the 12th edition of International Intellectual Property Index. This is released by US Chamber of Commerce. Okay. Intellectual property means whatever you develop your idea, it will be registered, no other one should be copied. So in this, India rank was 42nd out of 55, which is a little bit behind, not little bit, we can say it is much behind. Out of 55 countries, it is occupying 42nd, and it was launched by US Chamber of Commerce, right? So those are the articles, very simple articles. We don't have, I'm not taking any irrelevant stuff for our exams like political news and are not very important or not even important. Okay, so only important things or relevant things I'm taking. Now let's see the first question. Let's see the first question for today. A little bit clumsy. Okay, let's understand. Consider the following statements regarding Eklavya model schools. So we have seen this, we have discussed this, right? So it's simply EMRS, I'm calling it as EMRS, okay? Eklavya model residential schools. They are asking the statements about EMRS. It aims to impart quality education to scheduled tribes children in remote areas. So that is the first statement. Second statement, the Ministry of Education has implementing Eklavya model residential schools from 1997-1998. So this is the second statement. Third statement, EMRS provide free education to scheduled tribes from class 6 to 12 in a residential setup with co-education. So these are the three statements. These are the three statements. I'm expecting an answer from your side. Okay, any answer? One is B, someone said one is B. Let's see. First statement, it aims to impart quality education to scheduled tribes in remote regions. That is correct only, Malini, we have discussed it, right? Okay, I think you have misplaced the answer. So first statement is correct. Second one is not correct because it is not Ministry of Education, rather Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So second statement is wrong. Okay, so answer actually 1 and 3. Third statement is correct. So option C should be 1 and 3. EMRS provides free education for 6th to 12th classes. Third statement is correct. So third statement is actually 1 and 3. Answer is C. Okay, you may be confused because of no option, but yes. So answer is 1 and 3, not okay. Second statement is wrong. Second one, with reference to hemophilia, consider the following statements. So we have discussed the hemophilia as well, right? So it is a medical condition in which the ability of blood to clot is severely reduced. So that is the first statement. Women are more vulnerable to this disease when compared to the men, right? So what is the answer for this? Second one. Yeah, previous one, yes, that is correct, 1 and 3. This one, anyone? First statement, I'm going ahead. So first statement is correct. Yes, hemophilia is nothing but inability to clot or reduced, severely reduced capacity to what you call clot. So first statement is correct. Women are more vulnerable. No, men are more vulnerable. I have said that X chromosome of men are being affected. Yes, Malini, you are correct. Answer is A for second question. Third question, with reference to Pancheshwar project, which of the following statement is incorrect? They are asking incorrect, not correct. Please keep this in mind. The project aimed primarily at energy production and enhancing irrigation in India and Nepal. So that is the first statement. Second statement, the project is being built across Kosi River, a transboundary river between India and Nepal. Third, the project involves construction of dam and reservoir. D, all the statements are correct. Yes, Ramya, you are correct. Second question answer is A. It mainly occurs in the men. You are correct. And third question, answer for this question, this is a little bit tricky, I feel. Right? So, first one, the project aimed primarily at producing energy and enhancing irrigation in India and Nepal. That is correct. Third one, someone said it is B. Yes, let's see. The project is being built across Kosi River. This is wrong. This is not built across Kosi River. Kosi River is also transboundary between China, Nepal and India, but it is being constructed on Mahakali River. Mahakali River. Okay. So this statement stands wrong. The project involves dam and yes. So this is wrong because second is wrong. So answer is B. Both of you are correct. Very good. The name Vantara recently mentioned in news in relation to what? A massive and extreme remote celestial body, animal protection, Vedic clock, flood mitigation. So what is the answer for this? Very direct question, not flood mitigation and not a space related. You may be confused with this because we have discussed these things. Answer is yes, animal protection. Subrat, you are correct. This is related to the Reliance which has launched for specifically animal protection. Last question for today. Which of the following statements are correct related to the Katchatheevu Islands? So we have discussed the Katchatheevu Island. Correct, Malini, 4 is B, yes. It is disputed island between India and Sri Lanka until an agreement in 1974. That is the first statement. Yes, all of you are correct, B. It is located in the Gulf of Mannar. So what is the answer for this? Fifth one. First statement, yes, it is correct. It is disputed island between India and Sri Lanka until an agreement between 1974. But now it is with Sri Lanka. Okay? Now it is with Sri Lanka. So first statement is correct. It is located in Gulf of Mannar. No, it is not located in Gulf of Mannar. Rather, it is located in Park Strait. See, there can be a question, very important. Yes, you are correct, Malini. Answer is A only. So try to understand this. The diagram, I'll show you once. Some students may keep this wrong. Here there are two important regions. This is Park Strait and this is Gulf of Mannar. Okay, so Park Strait is above and then Gulf of Mannar is below. So here it is located in Park Strait, not in the Gulf of Mannar. So don't confuse So that's all for today's session. Thanks a lot for joining, for all of you. Keep following us, keep supporting us. Have a great evening and happy studies. Thank you.